Having just finished a mini cut, I can say with confidence that at 47 years young, I'm in the absolute best shape of my life. And even more important, I have never, ever felt better than I do today. And in today's video, I'm going to share my complete plan on how I'm going to get in even better shape this upcoming year. Now, it's important to know I'm a lifetime natural lifter. I have never taken any performance-enhancing drugs or TRT. So there's one thing for certain, I'm not going to get in better shape by getting leaner than I am right now. I'm in my sweet spot. I can get a little bit leaner and still be in my sweet spot and happy and healthy and in my best shape, but it's not going to get even better shape than I am now by getting leaner. So I'm going to have to get in better shape by improving other aspects. One of those being gaining muscle. I'm going to do my damnedest to try to squeeze out as much muscle as I possibly can, fighting for every single ounce. Now, over 30 plus years of lifting experience under my belt, 47 years young. I mean, the chances of me gaining muscle are very, very, very slim, but I'm going to do everything in my power to try to achieve that goal. I think it's within my power. I think it is possible that I'm going to gain some muscle this upcoming year. Reasons for that is I have never trained harder in the gym. I have really leveled up my efforts, really taking all my sets to true momentary muscular failure, and some of those sets even beyond muscular failure. Now, I have dialed back the number of sets that I'm performing, total sets for the workout and for the week to accommodate for that, but I am getting in way more total effective reps in each training session and my training weeks than ever before. So I'm really interested to see how my body responds to this continuous approach of challenging my body more and more, just providing it with stimulus that it hasn't been faced with in the past. So again, very smart with my training, monitoring how my muscles are recovering from the training, so modifying my training split. So really structuring the split in the way that's going to allow me to recover while giving this kind of effort and setting the kind of each individual workout appropriately to allow me to challenge myself with this kind of effort and not be overtraining, not getting to that point where my body just isn't able to recover from the stimulus that I'm providing it with. So really looking forward to leveling up my training even more in this upcoming year and seeing how my body responds. The other reason why I think it's definitely within my reach to gain a little bit of muscle this year is that I've been incorporating more handstands and balancing poses in yoga there. So I gotta say, like with that kind of, I mean, it's definitely working my shoulders, my back, and my body in ways that I have not challenged it before with the weight training there. So it's really eye-opening. It's really humbling to be holding some of these handstand poses for extended periods of time and challenging my body in different ways. So I think these different challenges, these different stimuluses are going to be enough to kind of spark some sort of growth. Again, I'm not expecting huge amounts of growth. I mean, if I could squeak out a pound this year, I would be ecstatic at this stage in the game. So again, the training is just one component. Challenging my body in different ways is definitely a component when it comes to giving your body a reason to grow, but you got to fuel those gains. So going to be rolling once again with a gentle calorie surplus. Now, based on my past experiences, so from the age of 36 to 41, so that 5-year period, went through multiple muscle building phases, bulking and cutting, where I would consume like a 300 calorie surplus and a 500 calorie surplus, gaining 20 to 30 pounds over like 6 to 7 month muscle building phases. And it really didn't pay off for me, just gaining 1 pound of muscle each of those years. So dialed it back, found my sweet spot was like gaining 5 to 8 pounds during, again, like a 7 month to a year. Actually, it was 11 months. I was able to extend my muscle building phases to 11 months while gaining 5 to 8 pounds during that process. The result was the exact same as when I was eating a much larger surplus there with about the 1 pound muscle gain there. And this past year, I went through a 14.5-month muscle building phase where I gained 10 pounds. And I found like that the 8 to 10 pounds, it just created a lot of discomfort, like a heaviness in my lower abdomen. It wasn't like the fat. It really wasn't noticeable, like subcutaneous fat, not a lot there. So I do think there was so I'm storing some visceral fat there, which isn't healthy. So gaining more than that 8 pounds during a muscle building phase for me isn't going to improve my shape, and it could put my health at risk as well. So again, this is just me. This is 11 years of trial and error and listening to my body, seeing what suits me best at this stage of the game over 30 years of lifting experience at the age of 47 years young. So you got to pay attention to yourself, like deciding what kind of surplus is going to suit you best. Definitely recommend you be in a muscle building phase for at least 4 months when you're going to want to improve upon your physique. Ideally, like 5-6 months would be great. Or like myself, better. I've been finding like 11 to 14 months is even better. So this year, I'm going to go with a gentle calorie surplus. I'd say after 6 months, I might do like a 1 week mini cut. Again, it's just a good break for the digestive system, which could have benefits for my health overall as well. So kind of working those in throughout the year, just a 1 week kind of a diet break, not a diet break from being in a deficit. Like some people in a calorie deficit give themselves a diet break and eat up to maintenance level calories. It's like the opposite. You're in a muscle building phase and you eat in a deficit for a week, just kind of give your digestive system a break and then you continue on with the muscle building phase. So that's my plan when it comes to nutrition. My macros kind of naturally fall 30% fat, 30% protein, 40% carbs. I never aim for those numbers. It's always ballpark, but it's how I naturally eat. It's just my natural eating tendencies. It tends to be around that. I mean, some days my fats could be as low as 23 and my carbs could be up around 47. So I never try to be perfect. As long as it's ballpark and as long as I'm getting an adequate amount of each macronutrient, I am happy. Now, I'm always trying to improve upon the quality of my nutrition. I think my nutrition is pretty freaking dialed in. I eat tons of veggies, tons of whole natural nutrient rich foods. I say like 90-95% of the time I'm getting my fuel from whole natural nutrient rich foods, but I still think there's room for improvement. Like maybe like with my shakes, I could add in some other healthier stuff, maybe like chia seeds or flax seeds or something that could have health benefits to me beyond what's already in that super healthy shake. Maybe I could find ways to add more veggies to some of my other meals throughout the day, or just get in a more variety of veggies to make sure I'm getting in really covering all the micronutrient, making sure I'm getting an adequate amount of each micronutrient for sure. And just to, again, have fun, get a little bit more variety into my diet as well. Other regards to nutrition, I don't know, just gonna try to keep, I'd say like when it comes to alcohol, I don't drink a lot of alcohol to begin with. Could I cut back a little bit more? Maybe. I've eliminated it in the past. I can do it, no problem, but I do enjoy it. So I don't know, I'm probably likely going to keep it in. Other areas I want to improve with the nutrition is still always working on how I handle temptations. And again, I've been really learned to eat in moderation, really learn to eat to that point of satisfaction, to be responsible with my intake. But there's still times where I know I could have pushed the treats aside a little bit sooner and actually gain more enjoyment out of it. Because I still, like just the other day, I had some Reese's Pieces. I had a couple handfuls of it. Like the first handful was great. I was like, oh wow, I haven't had these in ages. These taste delicious. Used to be one of my favorite treats. Had the second handful and like immediately I kind of felt like a little queasy in my stomach. It's like sugar overload or something. It just wasn't as enjoyable as that first handful. So just really learning more about how I'm handling those, I don't want to call it temptations, but just finding the treats that I really enjoy, that satiate me, make me feel good internally, don't upset my stomach or anything like that. So always a learning experience when it comes to nutrition. Cardiovascular conditioning, circulatory health, huge on my list right now. Went jogging the other day for the first time this season. Felt really, really good out there. So I'm easing myself into it. It was a nice slow pace. Wasn't a long duration or anything like that. I just wanted to get my body going with it because I do find that jogging is best for my cardiovascular conditioning. It just challenges my cardiovascular system better than anything else. So I'm going to during these warmer months, mix in jogging, biking, paddleboarding, walking, and hiking. So doing those kind of fun activities that are going to challenge my cardiovascular system and improve my circulatory health. And then during the winter months, I'm in the gym going to work in a variety of equipment: stair climber, rowing machine, elliptical, treadmill, just doing a variety of things to make sure I'm not creating any kind of overuse injuries, just to keep things fun, to keep things fresh, to keep things exciting. I'm definitely prioritizing this. And again, like trying to fit it all in there. You guys heard I'm doing yoga as well. That's the next thing that I want to improve upon more is my functional strength, my mobility, my flexibility. This has already been a great year. I've been practicing yoga for the past 8 months. The amount that my body has improved and the carryover from yoga to weight training has been absolutely freaking tremendous. It's addressed some weaknesses and imbalances that I have. Hip flexors, big thing. Inner thighs, another thing. So like focusing on some exercises, the hip flexion machine, even the hip extension machine, inner thighs. Outer thighs are weak as well. So working on, I thought my outer thighs were tight. They are weak as well. So strengthening those muscles is having a positive impact on everything that I'm doing. And I think, again, because those are weaker muscles that have kind of been neglected, there's that potential for muscle gains as well. So just functional strength, again, like handstands, crows, different funky freaking athletic movements, again, functional strength that I think is going to really have a positive impact on my physique, my mobility, my flexibility, just how I function as a whole. So even if I don't, I'm the same level of leanness, at the end, if I like mini cuts and everything, even if I gain an ounce or two of muscle or whatever, even upwards of a pound, it's not going to make a dramatic impact on the shape of my body. But if I can improve my mobility, the function, how I'm able to move throughout the day, I think that's a huge win right there. So really looking forward to that. I think another aspect that I am really excited to improve upon is just stress management in general. Just less distracted by technology, my phone, keeping that aside most of the time and only using it responsibly. I think that's going to have a very positive impact on my mental health, my mental well-being, and keep me more grounded and focused in the moment. Just, again, continuing to learn to just let stuff go. I'm pretty damn good at that now, but I want to get even better. I want to be even more present in the moment and really soaking everything up that's right in front of me, really feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude for what's right in front of me. I just love life, man. I really do love life, and I want to take it to the next level by really fully appreciating everything, really taking that time to sit in silence and to really take it all in, because so many of us don't. As soon as we sit down, we're already thinking of the next thing or thinking what happened in the past. Sit in this moment and really cherish it. And sleep, I think I'm already pretty dialed in with sleep as it is, getting 8.5 hours of sleep most nights, pretty damn good quality sleep. I'm sure there are ways that I can continue to improve upon the quality of my sleep as well. I do wake up from time to time, usually not to pee. I'm really good at tapering my water intake throughout the day, so I don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee. But maybe I hear Chief in the middle of the night walking around, clickety-clack, his paws on the floor there. So maybe I'll get back to using some earplugs. An eye patch. It's really dark in my room to begin with, but all in all, there's probably some little things I can do to make my sleep quality even better. I'm going to look into that, try to make improvements in that aspect, because that's going to have a huge impact on my body's health, my overall well-being. So really always prioritizing my sleep there. Other aspects, I don't know, guys. I'm just... I lost my train of thought there. I knew there was one more thing that popped into my head that I wanted to share. But all in all, I am just focused on all these things, these little pieces of the puzzle, small little incremental improvements that I can make from day to day that are going to allow me to get in even better shape than I am right now, to gain even more joy out of life's experiences as I am now. Now I remember, I knew as if I kept talking with my doctor when we're talking about overall well-being and health, is asking him to be even more proactive than he already is. Very good, freaking phenomenal doctor who is very proactive with my health, monitoring my blood work and doing appropriate tests. But I think there's even more tests that we could get on top of early at this stage, even though I feel great, even though all my blood work and everything has always come back exceptional. There could be some underlying stuff that is in the works that's growing, but we're getting on top of that, and maybe even some medicines that can help prevent anything that could happen in the future that I'm more prone to when it comes to family histories. So my dad just had prostate cancer. I've had my uncle at 66. His younger brother just had a heart attack this past year. My grandfather passed away of a heart attack. So just making sure I'm staying on top of all these things. My mom's dad had Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So my mental health, really making sure I'm focused on that. So whether it's medicines or supplementation to improve that, I'm going to be on top of that as well. So that is my plan to get in even better shape this upcoming year than I am right now, in the best shape of my life. I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, share your experiences on how you're going to get in your best shape now and what has gotten you in the best shape in the past. Looking forward to hearing from you down in the comment section below. Before I go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.